Hey guys, it's Kara from Kara's Quest, and today we're going to be talking about how I survived night school. Dun dun dun. Doing laundry and it's so dry here we can just lay it outside. Isn't that crazy? The moon is bright out tonight. So if you've been watching this series of me talking about my college career, I graduated from college debt-free, and I have a lot of different cool ways that I did it to help pay for college, like really cheaply. Not that I got a cheap education, but just paid for it quite less. Currently I'm doing a bunch of them while I'm on vacation visiting family in North Carolina. Not North Carolina. I already went to North Carolina this year. Las Vegas. So check out some of my previous videos if you want to see that. But we won't hike in a ton or whatever. But after testing out of a bunch of classes, like I talked about previously, CLEPs and DSSTs, where I only spent like $100 for each class and got like 3 to 6 college credits, it was fantastic. I had gone through most all of the prerequisites that I knew I could do testing out, at least while still not knowing what I was finishing for college. And I wanted to go to my community college. We have a really nice community college, but I was also working at our local library at this time. And so I wanted to try out one class, night school. Basically, I took it at night. When I was little, I used to think night school was like literally during the middle of the night, and I was like, how do people do that? But it was just like at 7 o'clock in the evening. But still, let's talk about how I survived night school, and so can you. So the last year of some failures doing the DSST tests, even though I got a few of them, had me reevaluate what I was doing. See, I had never had anything against regular college. I just really wanted to spend my money wisely, but I still had money from my college graduation, so, and credit hours then were like $115 at the community college. More expensive than $100 for a whole class for testing out, but still pretty good. And I knew that most any degree required some sort of computer class, and I wasn't sure how I would test out of computers or like what they needed in it. And I thought a computer class wouldn't be too hard because I am a millennial and I kind of know computers. I mean, it is an intro class, you know. So I would say first step with doing night school, kind of ease into it slowly. Know it's a class that you could probably do, or look up maybe like information on ratemyprofessor.com that can help you see if it's maybe a right fit for you. I would take those reviews with a grain of salt, I'd say, because sometimes it just really depends on the student, and if you're a good student and go along with class well, you don't have problems like other students do, but at least shows you, like, you know, do they have an accent you can't understand? Nothing wrong against accents, but just like, will that be affecting, you know, do you have hearing problems? Will that be a trouble? You know, it'll help explain, maybe some people will say how much homework there is or whatever. But what would you call an easy class? Along with Rate My Professor, like I just talked about, I would say going to meet with a college guidance counselor to figure out, like, they can even do like aptitude tests on you, or at least just to talk about what you already know, what you're looking at going into, and telling them how you want to ease into a class. They should be able to help you find steps in that. They might not be 100% right, but they could help you find how to ease into this, you know. Or do what you think a fun class is. It might not be super easy, but like you're interested in it. I just mean, like, if you don't like science at all, you might not want to start with chemistry, even though I liked chemistry. Anyways, I started a night school class for computer class. Because I still had money from my graduation party, I think, and I had just been saving money for a few years, I just paid cash. If I had the money, I wasn't about to start then accruing debt. You don't know if or when you're going to be able to pay it back. So I actually had to go to class on time. Shocker. Not that I'm terrible at going on time, but it's just, you know, before I had been studying things on my own, right? I actually ended up liking the routine. I would suggest anybody who is interested in going back to college but not 100% sure to try a night class. Generally, college classes are going to be like 2 nights a week. I think mine was like an hour and 20 minutes. And there was some homework, but like I said, this was a good general correct class, and it wasn't too hard. Like, the hardest thing was like 1-page paper, and I was like, I can do 1-page papers. I mean, we just learned about computers and like had quizzes that like were multiple choice and whatever. And I'm not necessarily suggesting you always go the easy way in life, but you can ease into things. Anyways, I ended up having a great prof. There wasn't a necessarily ton of homework, and I could understand it. I would say last point to surviving it would be really to get organized, get that binder, take notes. If you need somebody to be a note taker for you, sometimes they have those that the school will provide someone who will take notes for you. And make sure you get enough sleep each night so you can go to night school, and hopefully it's not too late of night school. So I went from testing out of classes to starting into like my college experience or whatever, and I think it was going pretty well so far. So stay tuned for next step in my journey. If you'd like to follow me on socials or have any questions for me, I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram account, and I also have a Facebook business page because I graduated college debt-free, and I am a consultant. I help students find and apply for grants and scholarships for college. So I can guarantee finding you between a dozen and 20 scholarships. I just can't apply for them for you because that's illegal, obviously. But I can gather some for you, can give you information about them so that you don't have to do all that legwork. You can be doing homework and be getting your extra sleep. Maybe you're like eating good food and working out because college can be stressful and unhealthy sometimes. So I could find the scholarship for you, or I could teach you how to do it yourself. So all that along with my blog is listed below because I'm also trying to write a book about this. That's why it's laid out in the blog, and I'm doing vlogs on it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time, and go have a quest of your own today. Bye.